What's up, guys, gals, and my non-binary pals? It's Liam coming at you with this month's question of the month. And this question of the month is a little cute. I like it. What is your spirit animal? Everyone has a spirit animal, but this is a little more specific. And what is your spirit animal, and how does it relate to your HIV journey, your advocacy? It's kind of funny. My spirit animal, my favorite animal, I think I've always said, is a turtle. And a turtle is something we have within our spokesmodel family, about family and about coming back together and the long journey it takes. I think turtles are incredible creatures, sea turtles, land turtles, all the turtles. They have their hard shell, their hard exterior they're able to hide in. But when they are exposed, they have these little tiny feet, little head, and, they're very vulnerable, but they're always out. The only way for them to move around is have all these vulnerable positions. But they have that hard exterior to keep them safe. A lot of people, when we think of turtles, or you see in TVs, they hide in their shell, and people think turtles, they hide, or they're scaredy cats. I think turtles are impervious. Turtles last longer than we'll ever live. I think turtles' tenacity, if we want to get into alliteration, their tenacity and their strength to overcome and to, put themselves into vulnerable positions and still have that armor and that shield to go back into when they're scared. Turtles aren't a scared creature. They just have one of the best suits of armor. And I think having a suit of armor, especially being advocate for HIV, and we talk about it all the time, stigma. I could walk out on the street and someone could have their own preconceived notions on what being positive is or what I could do to them, and I could be shot dead. So I'm vulnerable when I'm going out in the streets or out in the communities or out to the clinics or talking with a patient one-on-one. We're always going to be vulnerable, but we have that shell and that armor always there to rely on. So my favorite animal and my spirit animal is a turtle, and I would use their shield of armor and my tenacity and my vulnerability in my advocacy, in my future endeavors, in my campaign goals. And I think turtles have a lot of good qualities, and they describe every part of my HIV journey, from the beginning to the times where I had to hide, and to now where I use my shell as armor and not as a hiding place. Thank you all so much. That's my spirit animal, and that is my answer. Thank you all, and have a great day. Bye.